Hello friend, now start discussing today's newspaper, the Indian Express. First important news is India-China reach agreement on patrolling along LAC, stage set for Modi and Xi meeting at BRICS summit. Now friends, it's a very important improvement in the India-China border, which is also called LAC, line of actual control. So what is the improvement? Both country, India and China, reach agreement. Which agreement? I will show you. India and China have agreed on disengagement, patrolling arrangements along LAC. Foreign Secretary Bikram Misri told. So two type of agreement. One is disengagement, another is patrolling. Disengagement means removal heavy troops. If China forcefully occupied any place, then removing their troops from that place is called disengagement, and patrolling means both India and China can patrol that area periodically. At some time India can patrol, after Indian troops gone China will patrol, after China will go India will patrol. Okay, this is called patrolling. Now before going deep into the news, I will show you a map. Look, this is the map. Very critical situation of this total Jammu Kashmir Ladakh area. Look, this portion is called Gilgit-Baltistan. Okay, and this portion Gilgit-Baltistan is controlled by Pakistan, claimed by India. Okay, so this is under Pakistan control. This area is called Azad Kashmir. This area, this is also under Pakistan control. So this blue line is known as line of control, LOC, line of control, and inside line of control this portion is Jammu and Kashmir and this portion is Ladakh. Now look, this blue portion, this is called Saksham Valley. Saksham Valley, this portion area ceded by Pakistan to China, claimed by India, means this area was once under control of Pakistan, but they gifted this place to China, Saksham Valley, this portion. Now this portion, this grey portion is called Siachen Glacier, controlled by India, claimed by Pakistan. Pakistan is claiming Siachen Glacier, but it is fully under control of India. And finally this portion, this is the main problem, Aksai Chin, controlled by China since 1962, were claimed by India. Okay, India is claiming this portion, but this full portion, this is the portion, okay, fully controlled by China. And this red dot line is known as LAC, line of actual control. Now look at this portion. Okay, here it is Pangong Shaw Lake. Pangong Shaw Lake, this is. Now what are the disputed portion? I will show you another map. Look at this map. This is the LAC, this is the Pangong Shaw Lake. At the top of LAC, this point is known as Depsang Plain. Depsang Plain. And at the bottom of this LAC, this is the portion known as Demchok. So this is Depsang Valley, and at the bottom this is Demchok Valley. Okay, so come to this map. So this is the LAC. At the top this is Depsang Valley, then Galon Valley, then this hot spring, then Pangong Shaw Lake, then at the bottom Demchok Valley. So these are 5 to 6 point where the clash is occur every day. Now Galwan Valley in 2020, a heavy clash, a violent clash occurred between India and China over Galwan Valley. Okay, and aftermath of this clash, 20 Indian soldier died and unknown number of Chinese soldier killed. Okay, then there are several round of talking, peaceful talking between the commanders of Indian defense and China defense Also round of table meeting between the diplomats of both countries occurred, and slowly India slowly decreasing their troops. Similarly, China also slowly decreasing their troops from this area. Okay, now yesterday the final meeting between the diplomats concluded, and they agree, the agreement passed. What is the agreement? What is the agreement? Disengagement and patrolling. Okay, so from where disengagement will be done? From this Galwan Valley, from this hot spring area, from this Pangong Shaw Lake area, full disengagement, okay, from Chinese troops will be done, and patrolling these 2 points, Depsang Valley and Demchok Valley, the disputed Despang Valley area, some area of Despang Valley and disputed some area of Demchok Valley will be patrolled by both countries, India and China, periodically. Now, if you see this map, this is the Pangong Shaw Lake. Okay. Now, this yellow line, India is claiming that this red line. This red line is the line of actual control, but China is claiming that no, this yellow line is the actual line of control. Okay, so India has a post at finger F3 and has a base point near finger F4, means India has the right to patrol up to this F4 point, even up to this F8 point India has right. Okay, but China forcefully enter up to this F4 point. So after the meeting, Chinese troop will disengage their troops from F4 point. Okay, so located at an altitude of 13,900 feet, 2/3 of the 134 kilometer long lake is controlled by China as it extends from Tibet to India. So 2/3 is controlled by China, 1/3 is controlled by India. Then India physically controls till finger 4, has a post between F3 and F4, but for decades has been patrolling west to east till finger 8, where it says the LAC runs north to south. So currently India is controlled up to finger 4, but historically India controlled up to finger 8. Currently they have their base up to finger 4. China has post and base at finger 8. China has their post and base at finger 8. Claims territory up to finger 2. China is claiming up to finger 2. Since early May, means 2020 early May, People's Liberation Army, Chinese army has blocked all Indian patrols beyond finger 4 by occupying the 8 km stretch between finger 4 and finger 8 by building fortification and bunkers. So they start building bunkers, bridges at this portion, claiming up to finger 4. Now they have to disengagement their army from this portion, and right now this disputed portion will be called as buffer zone. This disputed portion between F4 and F8, because up to F4 this is fully controlled by India, and here up to F8 this is fully controlled by China. But between this portion F4 and F8, this portion will be called as buffer zone, means no country can claim this portion. Okay, this is a very geographically very sensitive portion. Okay, that's why no kind of war, no kind of violence should be permissible in this area, geographically very sensitive area. That's why this portion is will be called as buffer zone, means no country will claim this portion between F4 and F8 at Pangong Shaw Lake. Now I am coming to the news. 4.5 years, means since 2020, when the violent clash occurred between these two countries at Galwan Valley. After the standoff between India and China, New Delhi and Beijing have agreed on disengagement on the border, where 50,000 to 60,000 troops are stationed on both sides, Foreign Secretary Bikram Misri said on Monday. Okay. Next thing I will show you. Sources had said this might imply the Indian troops whose access to certain patrolling points along the LAC was blocked either by Chinese troops or due to the implementation of the buffer zone created in the backdrop of disengagement at specific friction point might be close to accessing them again. Means Indian troops can access those portions which was forcefully occupied by Chinese troops, like this portion up to finger 4. India can have full control. Okay, similarly at Galwan Valley India have full control, Hot Spring area India have full control. Okay, so this is this disputed area, Chinese troop will disengagement their troops. Next, friction point. Friction point means the clash point, controversial point, such as Galwan Valley, the north-south bank of Pangong Shaw, Gagra Hot Spring area have seen some resolution with buffer zone. Means Galwan Valley, Pangong Shaw Lake and Gagra Hot Spring. Where it is? Galwan Valley, Hot Spring and Pangong Shaw Lake. This area, the disputed area, are declared as buffer zone. Means no country has claim of the disputed portion of Galwan Valley, disputed portion of Hot Spring and disputed portion of the Pangong Shaw Lake. No country can claim their territory. This will be called as buffer zone, because at this location there is no population, only a very highly geographically important portion is this Galwan Valley, Hot Spring and Pangong Shaw Lake. Legacy issue means legacy issue of Depsang Plain. Who will be the owner of Depsang Plain and Demchok remain. This is the main thing about the agreement. Troops at Depsang Plain were blocked from accessing petrol point. Now, after the meeting, Chinese troop will be removed from Depsang and Demchok valley, and both countries have the right to patrol at that location, Depsang and Demchok. So where is Depsang? At the top Depsang, at the bottom Demchok. Chinese troop forcefully occupied, they will disengagement their troop. Both India and China has the right to patrol this controversial point, Depsang and Demchok. Okay. Similarly, this news, India-China border, another news, patrol rights in Depsang Plain, Demchok to be restored will be closely coordinated. Okay. So, India-China border agreement, patrol rights in Depsang Plain and Demchok to be restored will be closely coordinated. Making significant headway in efforts to resolve the military standoff along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh, India and China have agreed to restore patrolling right to each in the Depsang Plain and Demchok region. These are areas where problems are called a legacy issue, predating the 2020 Chinese incursion. So, before 2020, already India and China has mutually patrolling these two locations, but after 2020, Chinese troops forcefully occupied that area. Sources said that two sides have agreed that patrolling in these two areas, the Depsang Plain in the north of Ladakh and Demchok in the south, will be carried out up to the old patrolling point along the LAC. This means that Indian troops can patrol up to patrolling point 10 to 13 in the Depsang Plain and in the Charding Nalla of Demchok. Means India now can patrol up to 10 to 13 point in the Depsang Plain. Where is 10 to 13 point of Depsang Plain? Look, this is the LAC. So, this is the Depsang Plain. Okay. So, 10, 11, 12, 13, up to 13 point. Up to 13 point, Indian troops can patrol. Sources said certain mutual agreement have also been made for the eastern theatre, especially in the sensitive sector of Arunachal Pradesh. Other sectors in the east will come up in the discussion later between the two sides. While there was agreement on patrolling right in Depsang Plain and Demchok, sources said the situation at the other friction point, means already agreemented that patrol right, both country had patrol right on Depsang and Demchok. Other friction point like Galwan Valley, Pangong Shaw, where disengagement of troops were achieved 2 years ago with creation of buffer zone would remain the same. Means that portion, Galwan Valley, the hot spring, the Pangong Shaw Lake controversial points will remain as a buffer zone. Okay. So everything will be now normal now. It's a very good improvement. Next news is this. At 310 air quality index, Delhi most polluted city in the country. As usual, Delhi is the most polluted city in the country. So what is this air quality in very poor category? At 310 air quality means air quality index overtake 300 marks also. Delhi most polluted in the country. With Delhi's air quality entering very poor category on Monday with an air quality index of 310 up from Sunday's 277. So Sunday it was 277. Monday it jumped to 310. In the poor category, 11-point action plan as per stage 2 of the graded response action plan has kicked in. So at the time when the air quality index overtake 300 marks, what government did? Government apply 11-point action plan as per stage 2 of the graded response action plan, GRAP kicked in. Now what is 11-point stage 2? I will tell you. Before that, see this, the action plan will be in force in addition to stage 1. Means already stage 1 GRAP is applied in Delhi and NCR. In addition, stage 2 GRAP also applied in Delhi and NCR. Now what is stage 1 and what is stage 2? I will show you. Look at this order. Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and adjoining areas. 14th October this order was released, that implementation of action under stage 1 poor air quality of revised graded response action. So there are many rules like ensure proper implementation of direction rules, guidelines of dust mitigation in construction and demolition, C&D, construction and demolition activity and sound environment. Then ensure strict compliance of district direction number 11 to 18 dated. Then ensure regular lifting of municipal solid waste, construction, demolition waste, hazardous waste, dedicated dump sites. Carry out periodic mechanical sweeping, water sprinkling on roads. Ensure that construction and demolition material C&D and waste are properly stored, contained. Strictly enforce the statutory direction. Intensify use of anti-smoke guns, water sprinkling, dust suppression measures. Stringently enforce prohibition on open burning of biomass and municipal solid waste. Strict vigil to ensure that there are no burning incident in the landfill. Deploy traffic police for smooth traffic flow. Strict vigilance and enforcement of PUC norms for vehicle. No tolerance for visible emission. Stop visible polluting. Strictly enforce the Honorable Supreme Court order. Strictly enforce NGT Honorable Supreme Court order on overaged diesel petrol vehicle. Ensure strict penal legal action. Stringently enforce all pollution control regulation of industries. Ensure that only approved fuels are used by the industry in NCR. Stringently enforce emission norms in thermal power plants. Strictly enforce honorable courts. And so these are the things discussed in stage 1. Now stage 2 is applied. So October 21, implementation of action under stage 2, very poor air quality. Okay, it is the stage 1 was applied when the air quality was poor. Stage 2 applied when the air quality become very poor. So what are the stage 2 guidelines? 11-point guidelines. First is carry out mechanical vacuum sweeping and water sprinkling of the identified roads daily basis. Ensure water sprinkling along with use of dust suppressants at least every alternate day during non-peak hours. Intensify inspection for strict enforced dust control measures. Ensure focused and targeted action for abatement of air pollution. Ensure uninterrupted power supply to discourage use of alternate power generation. DG set means they need to stop using DG set because it create air pollution. Strictly implement the schedule for regulated operation of DG sets. Synchronize traffic movement and deploy adequate personnel at intersection. At traffic, the traffics also increase the air pollution. Alert in newspaper, TV, radio to advertise people about air pollution. Enhance vehicle parking fees. Enhance means increase vehicle parking fees to discourage private transport. Augment CNG, electric bus and metro service by inducting additional fleet, increasing the frequency of service. Metro service increase can also lead to decrease the air pollution. And last, resident welfare association to necessarily provide electric heater to security staff to avoid open biomass. Means at the winter the security staff would start fire burning. Welfare association should provide electric heater to security staff to avoid open biomass, municipality wastage, MSW burning during winters. Okay, so these are the 11-point graded response action plan taken by Commission of Air Quality Management in National Capital and adjoining region. Now look at this live most polluted major city ranking. Okay, this is the website of IQAIR. Okay, now local time, current right time 14:56. Currently the most polluted city is Lahore, Pakistan. Air quality index is 271, followed by Delhi 249. So Monday Delhi was 310. Today Delhi right now it is 249. Okay, then Congo, Jakarta, then Senegal, Tashkent, Uzbekistan, Kolkata is at number 7 with 126. Poland, a European country, is also in this list. Karachi, Pakistan, then Milan, Italy, Romania, Mumbai at number 12, Dhaka at number 13. Okay, now look at this color: 0 to 50 good, yellow moderate, 51 to 100, 101 to 150 unhealthy, 151 to 200 unhealthy, 201 to 300 very unhealthy, 301 plus hazardous. So currently Delhi is very unhealthy category. Up to 300 very unhealthy, greater than 300 it become hazardous. Okay, so Delhi is world second polluted city currently and India's highest polluted city. Now if you see the Indian rank, then Delhi is number 1, New Delhi is number 2, Chandigarh is number 3, local time. Okay, Ghaziabad, Noida, Agra, Gurugram, Nagpur, Meerut. So Delhi and New Delhi, these are the highest amount of air pollution. Now what is AQI, air quality index? Air quality index, I already told you that these are the air quality index 0 to 50 good. Okay, now how it is measured? It is measured through particulate matter, PM. Okay, like PM10, PM2.5, then NO2, O3, CO, carbon monoxide, SO2, then NH3, PB. These are the sources. Now air quality index is generally measured by the amount of PM 2.5. PM 2.5. If PM 2.5 is between 0 to 30, then it is air quality index is good. Air quality index will be 0 to 50, means good. PM 2.5 30 to 60, then it becomes satisfactory, AQI. Okay, so if PM particulate matter in air become 250 plus, air quality index becomes severe. Okay, so PM 2.5 concentration in micrograms per cubic meter, this is the unit of measurement, were selected as the standard metric for this report. PM 2.5 particulate matter consisting of fine aerosol particle measuring 2.5 microns or smaller. This is the smallest object in diameter, is one of the 6 routinely measured criteria. Air pollution is commonly accepted as the most harmful to human health due to its prevalence in the environment and broad range of health effect. Most harmful this PM 2.5 is the most harmful aerosol. Commonly chemical constitute of PM 2.5 include sulfate, nitrate, black carbon and ammonium. These are the elements present inside PM 2.5. The most common human-made sources include internal combustion engine, power generation, industrial process, agriculture process, construction, residential, wood and coal burning. The most common natural source, these are the human source. Okay, and natural source is dust storm, sandstorm and wildfire, source of PM 2.5. Next, as cyclone nears, 25 NDRF team on standby in West Bengal, Odisha. So cyclone Odisha eyes 100% evacuation as cyclone Dana approaches. So what is the name of the cyclone? Dana. 100% evacuation. With cyclone storm Dana expected to reach the Odisha West Bengal coast between Puri and Sagar Island in the Bay of Bengal on the intervening night of October 24 and 25, the Odisha government on Monday said it would focus on 100% evacuation from areas likely to be affected. The storm is likely to bring wind speed 100 to 120 km per hour, very high speed, 100 to 120 km. Okay, so when will be the landfall? October 24-25. Consider IMD forecast that town may be affected. Puri, and where the temple of Lord Jagannath is located, draws a large number of pilgrims from across the country. Now, I will show you what IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, is telling. Indian Meteorological Department website. Look, 22nd of October, there will be depression. 22nd of October, depression. Okay. Then 23rd October, it will be cyclonic storm. 24th of October, severe cyclonic storm. It lasts up to 25th of October, severe cyclonic storm. Then 25th, severe cyclonic storm. Now I will show you some pictures. You will understand. Look at this picture. These are the depression. These are the location of the cyclone Dana. Okay. Now it approach. What is the direction of its approaching direction? This is the approaching direction. This is the approaching direction, and this is the cone of the cyclone. Okay. This is the affected area. You can say. Look, the green color is cone of uncertainty. Cone of uncertainty. Then red color is forecast track. Means the cyclone will most probably will take this track, forecast track, and black color is observed track, means already the cyclone already covered this line. Okay, now it will cover this line. Next picture, look at this picture. A gray color circle, then a blue color circle, then a green color circle. What is the Gray color circle is 52 to 61 kilometer per hour. Blue color 62 to 91 kilometer per hour, and green color look here at Puri and Sagar Island. In this area the speed will be 92 to 117 kilometer per hour, nearly 117 kilometer per hour, and this yellow color is greater than 118 kilometer per hour, but there is no green, yellow zone, means the speed will limited up to 117 kilometer per hour. Next picture look, day 1, 22nd October, the location is here. Day 2, 23rd of October, the location is here. Then day 3, 24 to 25, morning to morning, it will touch and start its destroy activity, and then 25 to 26 it will mostly inside India, okay, and 26 to 27 it will disappear. So what is this yellow color indicate? CS, cyclone storm with heavy storm wind with speed up to 110 kilometer, okay, and this orange color, severe cyclone storm, speed up to 90 to 100 kilometer. So this is the fishermen are advised not to venture into the marked area. Okay. Next news is India's growth outlook supported by robust domestic engines, RBI bulletin. So recently RBI published a bulletin where they discussed about the GDP, the current GDP, the next GDP, upcoming GDP, then the GVP, gross value added, GVA, gross value added, real GDP, okay, then PMI, purchasing managers index. So these are the things they have discussed in their bulletin. Now I will show you first the news. India's growth outlook supported by robust domestic engines, RBI article. Who wrote this article? The article has been prepared by the RBI's Deputy Governor Michael Patra and other central bank officials. The RBI said the views published in the article are of the authors and not of the institution. Means this is not RBI's article. This is the article made by some of the employees of RBI, RBI's Deputy Governor Michael Patra and other central bank officers. Now what is the bulletin? I will show you. This is the bulletin, Reserve Bank of India bulletin. Chairman Michael Debabrata Patra and other central bank officers. Now what they said in this article, I will show you. This is the 354 page article. I will show you only important thing. Look, they discussed about domestic growth, real gross domestic product. There are two type of GDP. One is nominal GDP or simple GDP. One is real GDP. So RBI is telling that real GDP grew by 6.7% in quarter 1 to 24-25. Quarter 1 means April, May, June. This 3 months is known as quarter 1. Their real GDP growth is 6.7%. That's a good Now, government expenditure on the other hand contracted during the quarter. On the supply side, gross value GVA expanded by 6.8%. So, real GDP is 6.7% in quarter 1. GVA at quarter 1 is 6.8%. What is GVA? What is real GDP? I will tell you. Next, they are saying that the Purchasing Managers Index, also known as PMI, for manufacturing is 56.5 for September. There are two types of PMI. One is manufacturing PMI, another is service PMI. Okay, so there are two types of sector also. Manufacturing sector, which manufactures something, another is service sector, which provides services like security service, software service, canteen, any kind of service, airline service. Okay, so two types of sector. Manufacturing sector has a PMI of 56.5 at September, and the service sector continues to grow at a strong PMI 57.7. Service sector PMI is 57.7, more than manufacturing sector PMI of 56.5. Another thing they talked about, that taking all these factors into consideration, means all these factors means inflation, then the global effect, then the war, Middle East war, everything. After taking all factors, the real GDP growth for 24-25 is projected at 7.2%, with quarter 1 already we know, quarter 2 will be 7%, quarter 3 7.4%, quarter 4 7.4%. Okay, and also 25 to next year quarter 1 projected real GDP growth will be 7.3%. Now, this is they have told this. Now I will tell you what is this term, meaning of this term, real GDP, GVA, PMI. Okay. First is, what is simple GDP or nominal GDP? Total value of all goods and service produced at current market price. This includes all the changes in the market price during the current year due to inflation or deflation. Means total value of goods and service produced in India, that is GDP. Now, this already included in inflation or deflation. Means inflation and deflation already calculated while calculate the GDP. But in a real GDP, the sum of all goods and service produced at constant price. Means in real GDP, you cannot take inflation. Only you will take at a constant price the sum of all goods and service at a constant price. Okay, means suppose an item which cost 100 rupees, but in next year it will cost 110 rupees, but they will take a constant price. Constant price means the price taken at 2011-12, the price of that good. At that price, same price, the growth. Okay, that is real. So real GDP is not the accurate process to calculate growth. The nominal GDP is the actual process. The price used to determining the GDP are based on a certain base year or the previous year. This provide a more accurate account of economic growth, as it is already an inflation adjusted measurement, meaning the effect of inflation are taken out. Now, how we can calculate GDP? Three method: expenditure method, income method, and GVA method. What is GVA? I will discuss. In expenditure method, this is the appropriate method. Expenditure method, GDP is equal to C plus G plus I plus NX. C means consumption or all private consumer spending within the country's economy, including durable goods, item with a lifespan greater than 3 years, non-durable goods, food and clothing and service. Total consume, as a person, as a consumer, total consumption in a year inside our country, that is C. G means total government expenditure including salaries of government employee, road construction, public school construction, military expenditure, total expenditure of government, that is G. I means sum of a country's investment spent on capital equipment, inventory and housing. How much we invest, how much government invest, total investment, country's investment on capital equipment, that is I, and NX is total export minus import means total gain. Okay. So this sum is known as GDP. Central Statistic Office used this method in the calculation of GDP. Another method in income approach, GDP is equal to total national income plus sales tax plus depreciation plus net foreign factor income. Total national income, what is this? The sum of all wages, rent, interest and profit. Total wages, total wages we are paying or government is paying, total wages, total rent, interest and profit. Sales tax means consumer taxes, the tax we give to government. What is the income? What is the income of government? Okay, from rent, from interest, from profit, from taxes, that is sales tax. Depreciation means cost allocated to tangible asset over its useful life. Means after the useful life, the profit making from the asset is known as depreciation. And net foreign factor income means difference between the total income that a country's citizen are generated in foreign countries versus total income foreign citizen and companies generate in the domestic country. Means suppose Tata is income 100 rupees at London, but any foreign country incoming 80 rupees in India. So what is net foreign factor? Tata 100 minus foreign factor 80, 20 rupees is our income, net foreign factor income. So total sum is GDP. And last is production method or gross value. Now what is GVA? Cost of item 1 equal to X. Suppose cost of item 1 is wheat. Item 1 is wheat. Wheat cost 20 rupees. Okay. Cost of item 1 X. Let's example wheat is 20 rupees. Production of item 2 from item 1 means atta Y equal to 60 rupees means atta will be produced from wheat. So production cost of atta is 60 rupees. So GVA is 60 minus 20, 40 rupees means total cost for production of atta is 60, but cost of production of wheat is 20. So what we added, value added to produce atta, that is 40 rupees. Now from atta bread will be produced. So cost of item 3 bread is 80 rupees. So value added of bread, that is 80 minus 60, 20 rupees. So what is the sum of GVA? Y minus X plus Z minus Y. Y minus X means 40, Z minus Y means 80 minus 60 means 20. So 60 rupees is the total sum of GVA. So what is the value of GDP? Sum of GVA plus tax collected by government, tax from this production item minus subsidies given by government, 60 plus T minus X. So this is the 3 way we can calculate GDP. Okay. Next, PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. Now the bulletin is saying that manufacturing sector PMI is 56.5% in September. Let's check. This is the Indian manufacturing PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. First look what is PMI. PMI means it is an index showing the growth of our manufacturing and service sector. 5 key indicators under purchasing managers index: new orders, inventory levels, production, supply delivery, supplier deliveries, employment environment. If these 5 factors are improved, then PMI will improve. What is the manufacturing PMI? What bulletin is saying? 56.5 in September. So this is 56.5 in September, okay. But look, in August it was higher, in July it was more higher, in June it was more higher, in March it was highest, okay. So overall now 50, this is the 50 point, 50 is the base level. If it less than 50, then there is a decrease in growth. More than 50 means increase in growth. So overall it is increasing, growth is increase, but rate of growth is decreasing in manufacturing sector. And what service sector PMI? 57.7. Look, this is Indian service PMI. 57 point, it is also decreased compared to June, July, August, June, July, okay. But still it is more than 50, means it is increasing. So this is the news. One thing I forgot to mention you, I will show you here. Cyclone Dana. Now which country, this is a very important from general knowledge, which country has given the name Dana, Cyclone Dana? The name Dana means generosity, greatness in Arabic, and was chosen by Qatar. So which country has given the name? Qatar. Now has Qatar has the right? Is Qatar has the right to give name? What is the rule saying? Who named cyclone? In 2000, a group of nations called WMO ESCAP, means World Meteorological Organization, United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, which comprised Bangladesh, India, Maldives, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, decided to start naming cyclone in the region. After each country sent in suggestion, the WMO ESCAP panel on tropical cyclone finalized the list. It is not necessary that India has sent a name and it will be approved. They will look everything, whether it is insulted some country, insulted some religion, everything they look, then they will finalize. The WMO ESCP expanded to include 5 more member countries in 2018, include Iran, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE and Yemen. So Qatar included in the list in 2018. The list of 169 cyclone names released by IMD in April 2020. So in April 2020, 169 cyclone list already released. Okay, and the name already listed in 2020, the Dana, everything. After full complete, again WMO will seek names from these countries. Okay, I will show you a list of the biggest cyclone India faces historically. First, 1970, Bhola, West Bengal, Bangladesh. Wind speed, look at the wind speed, 240. Death toll, look at the death toll, nearly 3 lakh, including the aftermath famine. Then 1999 Odisha cyclone. Okay, mainly in Odisha, Pratap, Paradip, Jagatsinghpur, Balasore, Bhadrak, Puri, Keonjhar, Kendrapara. Look at the wind speed and look at 10,000 casualty. Then 2013 Phylline, Odisha, Gopalpur, 260 km per hour, 50 dead. Now, which country has named this Phylline? Thailand. Then Hudhud in 2014, Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, Vijayanagar, 215 km per hour to 150 killed. Oman has named this Hudhud. Then Foni given by Bangladesh, Odisha, Bhubaneswar, Puri, Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam. Look at this speed, 280, highest recorded speed of any cyclone. 100 death. Then 2020 Amphan, West Bengal, North Chobbish Pargona, Kolkata, Bokhali, South Chobbish Pargona, Odisha, Paradip. Look at the speed, second highest 270, 150 dead, name given by Thailand. Then Yash, West Bengal, South Chobbish Pargona, East West Midnapur, Digha, Sundarban, Jharkhand, Hooghly, Odisha, Puri. 150 km, 50 dead, name given by Oman. Next, Oshoni, given by Sri Lanka, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Andaman. 120 km per hour, 3 dead. And then Dana is coming, Puri and Sagar Island. Puri is situated in Odisha, Sagar Island situated in West Bengal. 100 km per hour will be the speed, name given by Qatar. Okay. So this is the discussion from today's newspaper. If you like my discussion, please like the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.